Hey everybody, BrickLoot18 here today, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a little showcase slash tour of the LEGOLAND Discovery Centre in Toronto, Ontario. So this was actually my first time ever at the LEGOLAND Discovery Centre, despite living in Toronto for about 4 years now and even working at the LEGO store for a year. This was my first time here and it was a pretty cool experience, so I thought I would document it. So a little preamble to this video, I went on a Sunday afternoon, which wasn't really the best time to go and try and make a video at Legoland. There were tons of kids, tons of parents, as well as a lot of store employees, so it felt pretty uncomfortable to be walking around filming a lot of it. That's why I don't have a ton of footage here, but I did try my best to capture as much as I could within the store, and I'm going to do a voiceover here right now while I take a look at some of the footage, just because I didn't really feel comfortable recording while I was in there. But it's still really cool, and I'm excited for you to be able to see some of the footage, so let's just get right into it. So starting this video right at the front doors, as you can see, the LEGOLAND Discovery Centre looks quite different than any other LEGO store and is actually on a corner unit, which looks pretty cool. Moving in on the inside, as you can see, all the LEGOLAND exhibits were actually closed because of COVID-19 and I didn't have tickets for it, but the store was wide open. As you can see in this clip here, it is just a general overview of all the different sets you'll find in store. It had such a different layout than any LEGO store I've ever been to, but overall it was still just very, very cool and looked incredible. You'll notice throughout the store there are several different signs and stickers for the COVID-19 pandemic and the modified shopping experience. Starting off on the one corner of the Legoland, as you can see, they had a giant section of Lego City, which you all know how much I like Lego City, so I pretty much enjoyed this section. They had a ton of sets as well. All throughout the LEGO store, they also had all of these different shelves and different display cases full of different sets. As you can see, things that aren't normally sold in LEGO stores, things that you would normally get, as well as a huge section of LEGO Duplo, way bigger than I've ever seen at any LEGO store or even a Walmart or anything like that. On those shelves, you'll see that there are a bunch of different sets like Brick Heads, Brick Sketches, and Lego Containers. They also had a huge section of Lego Movie 2 sets, and a lot of these Lego Movie 2 sets were actually on sale because, as you can see, they had a ton of quantities of certain ones. They also had this really cool place for all these Lego polybags. These were all a pretty decent price and were actually all polybags from previous Lego monthly mini bottle builds from the Lego stores. They also had a ton of different Lego plushies. The Star Wars section was actually pretty small, but one thing they did have was the 501st Battle Pack. And as you can see, a variety of other Star Wars sets as well. They had a very large section of Lego Hidden Side sets, and a lot of these were at a discount. Some of them were, when they're discounted, they're still regular price of what they might be at a Lego store, but others were a pretty decent discount. As well, they also had this whole section of Lego clearance, where some of the prices really varied. Some were really good, like this Lego Witch that was only $6.99. Again, the others were just kind of regular priced and were in line with what you'd see at Walmart. This is kind of an overview of that general section of the LEGO store I just came from. As you can see, a ton of LEGO City, but not a lot of LEGO Star Wars. There's also a variety of superheroes as well, and throughout the LEGO store they had a ton of different display cases of a bunch of newer models that have been out for a little while but are just overall pretty cool. They also had a bunch of different brick-built models throughout, way more than most other LEGO stores. Obviously, because of COVID-19, their pick-a-brick section was not open, but it just was pretty cool to see how different this looks from LEGO stores as well. Of course, one of my favorite parts about going to the Legoland, and the whole reason I went, is because I wanted to check out the different Legoland exclusive sets that they had. As you can see, they did have a variety of different ones, including the racetrack, the Lego Ninjago, the Legoland Park, and the racetrack again, as well as the castle. A couple of these sets were actually at a really good discount as well. And I know this tour has gone by really fast, but we're actually towards the end of the store. As you can see, this is a wall of polybags with some really cool mosaics printed on them. These are all in the line to actually get to the cash. They had so many polybags for sale. I went through each and every one because I wanted to explain my polybag collection in my mini build Monday. Unfortunately, these were pretty overpriced, I would have to say, compared to Walmart and stuff like that, but they still had some really cool ones on display. As well, lots of LEGO architecture sets and a variety of different sets around the showcase. And this is what the outside display actually looked like. As you can see, a whole bunch of different sets, lots of color, and it just looks really, really cool. And now as we take you to the outside of the Legoland, I just want to thank everybody so much for watching this video. I know it wasn't as long as it could have been, and I didn't give as enough of an in-depth tour as you may have liked, but just given the circumstances and that I don't have as much confidence as the other YouTubers like Brixie, I really didn't feel comfortable filming inside the store, so I was kind of discreetly just using my phone to take that footage. But overall, I thought the Legoland was a pretty cool experience. Way different than any other Lego store that I've ever been to. It was very similar to the Legoland parks in Denmark, so I have been to one. The prices were the biggest thing I noticed. I know I don't like to complain, but the price of some of these sets were crazy. Some were pretty much in line with like Lego sets that you would see at the Lego store, like the Lego Friends set surprisingly was the exact same price, but other non-licensed themes were way more expensive, and even some of the sets on sale were just regular price with the sale on it. But it was still really cool to go to the Legoland because they had things that I was, never expecting to see at a Lego store, and that's why, of course, I made a Legoland haul video as well. So you'll have to check out that video if you want to see what I was able to pick up at the LEGOLAND Discovery Centre. It was pretty cool to get to go and is definitely a really good place if you're looking for any Lego sets that maybe have retired or never actually made it to the Lego stores, just because they sell a lot of different things than you would find at Walmart, Lego stores, things like that. But anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Going to the LEGOLAND Discovery Centre in Toronto was a pretty cool experience, and I definitely will have to go back someday and actually do the Legoland part of it instead of just visiting the Legoland store. But anyway, thanks again for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. And of course stay tuned for the Legoland video that is coming very soon showing my Legoland haul. So thanks again and have a great day.